Passing down stories has always been a part of Black culture. At Sablecon, we keep that tradition alive with comic creators, writers, and artists telling their stories. Cosplaying provides a chance for Black fans to represent the characters they knew and loved. To celebrate Black nerd culture, Sablecon is hosting a convention on May 20 to 21, 2023 at Ace Event Center in Knightdale, NC, along with a cosplay contest. Be on the lookout for this convention.
What is up, y'all? What is up? What is up? Y'all know how all of this stuff goes. If you have not already, go to akachicomics.com. Get Void Beast chapters 1 through 4. Extraordinary Messiah 1 and 2. Souls of Chaos 1 and 2. We've had the books and stuff on sale for a while. It's not going to stay that way, but yeah, you can go on there and get it. And if you have not already, tell everybody about Sablecon, Knightdale, North Carolina, May 20th and 21st. More information will be coming up with that, and I'll be getting more in depth on what's going on with the space and everything and stuff too. So we'll be doing that. And go sign up for it. If you're in North Carolina in the area and you plan on going, go sign up where it's free, but we're doing signups for those that come. We'll give you a free poster when the day comes to come to the event and all that good stuff. Come up there, kick it with us, have a good time, all of that stuff. So let me talk about a few things today. One of the first things I wanted to talk about, and I believe I've talked about this before, because if it's about something that one of these big studios that y'all give y'all hopes and dreams to, if it's about that, then it's a good chance that I done probably spoke about it. But what is it? Where is it? Let me see if I can add it. Let's pull it up. So this right here. Here's the thing. We were talking about Finn, and I've said this, and I say this every time I see it. And my post was, it's true. Like, I laugh at this every time, because the same folks that's making this post, I remember it so clearly in those nerd groups. They were ready to fight, stab you, kill your mama for saying at the end of the first movie, I thought he was going to get. How did you think that he was going to be a Jedi? Like straight up, like I'm watching it whole time. Rey is just kicking it. You know what I'm saying? Rey is just kicking it. She's going through emotions. She's always over Finn. Rey was always like, in the first movie, Rey was always like more in tune with what was going on than Finn was. The whole time, it was like he was some incompetent slave that just left the plantation. And the whole time, Rey was always like, it was always just like, as far as knowing what's going on in the story and stuff, the whole time I was like, Rey gonna be the Jedi. Rey gonna be the Jedi. And then at the end, when he pick up whatever, he like, and then Rey do, I was like, well, that's not a surprise. And the thing about it was, like, after it happened, there were a lot of Black folks. We got called everything. We got called Hotepish. You just hate white people. You just don't like anything. You need to give it a chance. It's a trilogy. He need to learn his force powers. And really? Like, nobody else can't pick up a lightsaber. And I'm just like, y'all really thought he was going to do something. Like y'all really thought he was going to do something. And the problem was, I don't have a problem if somebody like thought, but it was for the people. Let me be clear. I'm being silly, but the people that thought they were going to do something, I don't really have a problem with y'all. You know what I'm saying? My problem was not even a problem. The thing that I noticed was that people were calling Black folks all kind of names and everything just for not agreeing and saying, hey, this ain't what it is. This ain't what it is. So I don't think this is He's not going to be a Jedi. They are clearly putting Rey in the place to be a Jedi. Most Star Wars films, like the main ones, and I could be wrong, and y'all will tell me, and I'm fine with that. I used to kind of treat it like, all right, but no, I'm fine with it. But most of the, and y'all will correct me, but most of the Star Wars films, if I remember, like the main one, the trilogy sets, they were mainly like no, there wasn't. What I was going to say is that there were mainly like two main Jedis that were in conflict, but in some of the, like the Phantom Menace and other ones, there were a couple of different ones going on. But the old school ones, it was like Darth and Luke. And I felt like with the last three, which I don't believe I watched the last one. I don't think I watched the last one. But I believe with the last three, they kind of did the same thing, where it was the last three time-wise, like recently. It was Rey and Kylo, I believe. And so from what I remember from the first two, they weren't going to go that route. They never were. But I don't know. It wasn't that people, and again, I'm joking and I'm clowning, but my thing was just that people treated Black folks like mud when we pointed that out. Like after the first one, when we seen it clearly, it got all kind of mess, and I'm just like, okay, y'all wild, y'all something else. So I laugh at it because it was obvious. It was obvious. Y'all was holding out hope. Y'all be putting y'all hope into these companies and these organizations and these corporations. They gonna do us right this time. They gonna do us right. I know they are. No, they not. And if they do, it's what should happen. Like automatically. It's not hard to make the thing about it is like racism is a damn beast, because the truth of the matter is it's not special for a Black person to hold a lightsaber and to be a Jedi. It's not special. There's no if anything, like without any of the special shit, there's nothing amazing about a Black person being a Jedi. The problem is that Black folks want to be included in everything, which leads me to something else. Let me see. And before I get to my main thing, this led me to something else that my man BD put up. And where is it? Let me see. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see. Let me see if I can find it. Because I'm like, I don't. Let me see. Damn. BD, hopefully you don't mind. We'll share your Facebook page. Go follow my man and stuff too. And if you on some bullshit, don't. Don't. But real quick, let me see. My man said, you probably can't see it, but he said, I'm starting to be irritated by all these Black versions of popular characters that keep popping up on my timeline. I hate to be a downer, but why can't we identify with some original shit? Why not come up with an original character based in that world if you wanted, or just completely new and compelling characters and worlds? Shit is disappointing to me that people lack a desire to truly explore dope original content. Now, the thing about that is I've talked about this plenty of times and all this mess. And the truth of the matter is, it's getting a little old. And I don't have a problem. If you don't own and control nothing, you're gonna keep getting the same thing. You're gonna keep getting the same thing. It goes into that whole Finn thing. You consistently want somebody else to take your image and do the right thing with it, and then when they don't, man, we got duped and we got played, and that's crazy. No, it's not. It's nobody else's job to represent you correctly. And to put black skin on characters that are something else, unless you are, I don't to have an experiment with it. I've talked about this before. So to have an experiment with it, or if you just drawing it, okay. But to consistently have that without moving forward, that's where the problem lies for me. It's like, okay, we got that. We got that. This person is this person is that. We got black. Okay, we got that. When do we move forward into creating our own worlds? Because if you don't, nobody else is going to. You're like, oh, the black Goku, this and that, the black. That's fine for a time. But sooner or later, you got to jump. It's like riding a bike. You got to take them training wheels off and start creating your own worlds. And that's why I talk about, even with my man Nick, he had did the Black Final Fantasy characters, and they were cool. He was flexing some muscles and stuff. But my thing that I liked what he did was go on and do the Final Fantasy more, I believe it was, and he built a whole thing from that, and it was beautiful. I loved it. So it's like, okay, Final Fantasy, but with more characters, because Final Fantasy is a title. It's like, Final Fantasy, and anything can happen in here, right? Kind of like what Marcus did with the Avatar, when he made the black kid that was the Earthbender in Avatar, and just made everything from that. And that, okay, this is that world, this is them over here, this is what they doing, this is just a title for this. I understand that. I can even understand if somebody, when I see people do stuff for Dragon Ball, like because Dragon Ball is a title, right? Like Dragon Ball, and then you got black characters that have these powers and they all doing their thing. I'm not necessarily the one that'll be like, man, I gotta watch and read this. I like more of the original stuff where you just put in your own world, and I can be like, oh, that reminds me of this, but it's completely yours. But if you did that, and I've seen it where they got like black Saiyans and they go off and they do whatever, and it's not necessarily a black Goku and stuff. Okay, because that can lead into you doing your own thing. That's fine. But this whole let's consent. Like, I see people with like a black Sailor Moon shirt, and it's like, that don't work. That don't work. It has to be original, and that's the problem with a lot of our stuff. Just me talking. You ain't gotta agree with it. I don't speak for all black people. I speak for me, and this is just me saying what I see. You don't have to like it. You don't have to agree with it. Okay, you know what I'm saying? You don't speak for all of us. Right. I don't. And I'm not trying to. But I see this stuff, and it's like, yo, if we ever want this to be done and over with, we're gonna have to control the board. And John Henry Clark said it best. It was like, you're gonna have to practice the essential art of selfishness. Black people won't have to do that as a whole with us. And I've seen comments on there like, man, why is this and that? And then this and that. And then talking about having a feeling of belonging and stuff. No, black folks, go look in the mirror and go look at your family and your friends and the other black people you're around. That's your feeling of belonging. Not going into something else and saying and making it, I'm gonna color it black, and now I belong with them. Whole time these other folks looking at you like, no, this don't work like that. And it has to be something that you own and control and you build. It has to be. It has to be. You don't get belonging by trying to jump on somebody else's ship and trying to force your way into somebody else's table. You don't get belonging. And yes, these other people can create and redo all their characters because they built them up. They can make 1,000 Flashes. They can make 100,000 Supermans because they built them up. Those companies built them up, and their people backed it. And I'm not mad at them. I'm not mad at them at all. That's another thing. Like when it comes to like Asians and stuff, and how they don't like how China doesn't let certain things happen with the their images and their intellectual properties, or even just their race of people. I understand that. Like, no, you're not gonna have us looking crazy. We don't want nothing to do with you that bad that you're gonna have us looking crazy. No, this Asian better be a hero. They better be shined in a good light, or we ain't rocking with you. If it's not that, you can take it somewhere else. And I agree. Jewish people too. I agree. You know, man, we just want a feeling of belonging in the world. And we just, no. I look at those other cultures, and me personally, with me in my house, I treat the same way. I treat my blackness the same way. Like, nah, that's me. That's me. I don't give a fuck what everybody else doing. I don't care what they doing. That's me. I'm not having it. When I do something, I'm not having it. I don't care what y'all think. I don't care what nobody else talking about. I don't care what they're going to try to put up. Well, you should. No, I shouldn't. Because if I see other cultures doing it and it's working for them, why am I sitting here trying to play this game where I want to tell well, baby, you just trying to belong and it's okay and this and that and they should, if we could, no. Take control of your stuff. Jewish people you ain't gonna put no movie out with no Jewish person acting a plum fool, and then folks gonna be fine with it, or you gonna mess up their culture, or you gonna mess up their characters, or you gonna treat them any kind of way and they gonna be fine with it. No, and I don't blame them. I do not blame them. I don't blame them. You better gatekeep your culture and who you are. So for me, when it comes to black folks, I'm gatekeeping everything. You don't have to like it. Call me whatever, say whatever about me. That's fine. As you should too, as white people should, as Asians should, as Jewish people should. You should gatekeep your culture and not have people out here presenting you as some wild beast or some idiot, or doing you and your characters that represent or doing characters that represent you crazy. You shouldn't allow that. And black folks as a whole allow it too much. Then we start getting mad when it's not done correctly. Represent the ones that represent you. It ain't no, let's put these people in black skin. No, let's find somebody, hold them and put them over. Get them over. Get them over. Get them over. Don't do this mess where we're gonna hope and pray for these other people to do it right. And if they don't, it's crazy. It's crazy. And so that leads me to what I've been seeing a lot of as well. And that's there's been people talking about, I see this every so often, where people are like, all of us black Indian comic creators, we need to come together. And if we was up under one banner, we would be fine. We should be. Why ain't we under Evolutionize or Concrete or Godhood Comics or this and that? Why ain't we up under? If we all work together, we'd be great. No. No, we don't need to all come together. Come together and do what? Come together and do what exactly? I don't need to be up under one of them people to make none of my stuff happen. And I don't need to be up under them people to make none of their stuff happen. The problem is we keep thinking, black folks got this thing where we keep thinking that we got to be all up under one roof to make something happen. Black folks say it all the time. It's black folks right now talking because of the whole dude that got messed up by the police recently. Pause. Y'all better not be watching that video. Like, come on. Y'all talking about that scene and why? And I feel like me and the other people that agree with this, we don't watching those videos no more. Do not watch no video of no black person getting beat to death or shot by no vigilantes, by no police or nothing. Let's stop that. Let's stop watching that, because all it does is kill your spirit. And next thing you know, you thinking that something going to just pop out and get you. And I'm not saying it's not, but what I'm saying is it beats your spirit down. The whole time. And the bad thing is, watching it, there was no getting away from it. I'm in the gym. I'm in the damn gym, and they just playing it. I'm like, is this? I'm looking up at the screen. I was like, is this real? I'm holding my head down. I'm listening to what I got in my headphones. Every time I look up, I'm like, nope. I've had to actively dodge that video. I've had to actively, not passively, when I'm like, oh, ain't nobody showing it. I've had to actively miss that video. Miss it. No, we can't keep seeing images of black men getting shot, beat up and stuff, and then think everything is sweet. No. Y'all don't watch, don't share it, don't do nothing with that video. Don't keep that going, y'all. Please don't keep that mess going. All it does is bring up bad memories from all of them that's happened, and I can go over all the names, but I'm not. And it just beats your spirit down. You don't need your spirit beat down. You got enough to go through every day that you don't need to watch a black man get murdered by the police or anybody else for that matter. You don't need to watch that and then just have to deal with the feelings of, man, am I enough? Do they love me? Who gonna protect me? Who gonna look out for me after they die? Man, these people want me dead. I'm a black man and I'm just I got to deal with it all the time. I go all over this daggone country. I'm traveling, doing stuff. I'm delivering. I'm working with people, real estate. Oh, I'm up in people's house every day. And it's like, you don't know. And especially for me, I'm tall and I got locks. And it's like, I got a beard and I'm already not the hat. I'm not walking around. I don't walk around like that. So it's like the whole time you go somewhere and it's like, man, I don't know if these people are going to call the police on me. I don't know what the people are going to do. Don't watch that stuff and demoralize your spirit. Let's stop watching that mess. Let's stop watching that mess. But I'm paused. There's this thing where black folks got this, we got to come together and be up under. It's been said for years. You can find anybody, and like I was talking about with the beating thing and everything. There's people right now on the internet, man. If we our own worst enemy, and if we just all came together, we would come together and do what? Come together and just if we all up under one publisher, when that publisher fails, when that publisher messes up, when that publisher doesn't do the right thing, it hurts all of us. We write stories and we read about the Hydra and everything, but we don't get that that's what we need to be. There's no power with all of us being up under one or two banners. There's no power whatsoever. The power comes with all of us treating each other right. And also each publisher doing their people correctly and right. That's where the power comes from. If I got a Kachi Comics and I'm doing all my stuff and I have no interest of doing nothing with nobody else as far as owning somebody else's stuff, I have no interest, none whatsoever. I don't want to own your shit. I don't want to control your stuff. I don't want to put nothing. I don't want it. I don't want to. I will help you. I will help you get to where you got to get. I won't mind even telling you how to get you to where you need to be at, stuff like that. I will help you where I can. I will share. I will support financially where I can. I will do all those things. But as far as being like, hey, I own this, and you gonna and you're gonna be up under my banner. No, unity is not uniform. Let me say that again. Unity is not uniform. Different tools for different jobs, different crews for different jobs. Different tools for different jobs, different crews for different jobs. Unity is not uniform. We're not going to get up and then, because I don't have the same vision as the rest of y'all. But what I won't do is go out here and talk crazy about y'all. If y'all not doing nothing to nobody, y'all just handling business, I'm not going to pop up online, but man, them people over at Concrete, these people over there are them people over at Concept Moon, them people over at this, that. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. And unless y'all do something to me publicly, I won't. Let me pick this up. I won't do stuff like that. And when it comes to talking about you behind your back, unless you a trifling motherfucker, unless you just trifling, I'll say good things and kick people off to you. Like, hey, if you like this, go read this. Hey, if you like that, go read that. Hey, if you like this, go read this story. Go read all these different books. I will point people towards you. I won't do you no kind of wild and have you looking crazy. I think we can support better by that. We can support and make things happen better that way. Because then if one fall off, there's another one that pops up and takes its place. Hydra. We read these stories, but don't get it. You put us all up under one, and then we all messed up. Then it's everybody, man, I ain't got my books, ain't no money, that didn't happen. Man, I ain't got paid, neither did I get paid. How was it? No, we shouldn't all come together. No, we shouldn't. There is no we all come together. That's also that thing where Black folks be wanting other people to do the work, and then they hop on later. Let this person do all the work, and then I'll just hop on and unless you got a partnership with somebody, even then. So no, we don't need to be all under one banner. You let all these people do what they do and set up what they gonna set up, and we support how we can. And even if we not gonna support, we don't go out talking crazy about it unless they've done something that deserve it. Me, I'll talk crazy about you if you've done something that deserves the crazy talking. I will talk wild and crazy as possible. So you make sure to let me see what's going on. I gotta message my people back. And so no, we don't need that. Not because let's all be up on the Black Sands, this and that. But if they don't if they not going where you want to go, why be up under them just because they there? If anything, let them teach you the game. Learn it, do your own thing, and you become a power. And then when you get your stuff together, you start working together. You work together. I got this that I can help you with this. You have this and you can help me with this. We don't have to own, you don't have to be up under your banner and make sure that I can, because it's not, then when it don't go, I don't have to be up under their banner and figure, man, I'm gonna get all kind of sales and my book gonna go to this level because I'm up under Black Sand or something. Because then when they do something you don't like, the first thing y'all go out and do is start talking crazy. And the main people to be doing that, talking about, man, we ought to be all up under what? Because we ought to be all up under one banner. As soon as stuff go bad, they start saying the wildest stuff about you, your company. They start telling everything. This person did this. This person did that. They did this. They didn't talk to this right person right. They didn't like this. They was in a meeting and they was talking about this. No. Do it yourself. Make it happen yourself. And then we can work together and get stuff going. Because you ain't even did nothing. And another reason why I don't go for that, why we don't need to all be up under one banner, is because most of the people that's talking that ain't even did nothing on their own. Or they don't have books completed. They ain't been out here putting in pain. Like they ain't been traveling nowhere. You don't see them nowhere. You don't see them in these streets as far as putting out content, working, creating. What they want is somebody else's train to jump on. And everything gonna be fine after that. That's what I think it is. That's what I'm seeing. Because most of the people that are really, really, really out there consistently, they're not saying that. And even if they are, who have they produced and made stars and big accomplishments out of? Who have they put out that just made all kind of money and just flew to these amazing heights being up under one of these banners? Who? I would like to know, and y'all will correct me, and I will read it as long as it's factual. You know what I'm saying? If there's some goofy shit, I ain't reading. But y'all will correct me, and it's like there's no need. There's no need, because you can go to any one. You can go to any one of these. I say out the gate all the time: do your own thing. Do your own thing. It doesn't matter what company has came out. It could be the manga ones. It could be North Caesars, Saturday AM, all these other ones. Blacks. I tell people, hey, do your own stuff. You just don't want. You just don't. That's the problem. Black folks don't want to work together. Okay. All right. Give it a few months. I'm gonna be here, and they gonna, man. You see them up under the comments all the time. Man, I want to work with y'all. I want to work for y'all. I want to put myself out of y'all. This and that. They do it, and it's like then a few months later, you see it, and it's like, yeah, we got to do this and that. Like, everybody, yeah, we got to represent this person, and they gonna make it. And my public is published, and this and that. You can do it yourself. No, I don't want to do that. A few months later, then it comes out that, man, these people ain't shit. They was trifling. They was stealing from us. They didn't want to pay us right. Man, I didn't. It's what y'all always do. It never fails. It never fails. It never fails. Never fails. So do it yourself. Go through the pain and do it yourself. There ain't no, and work with other people. Not for, not under, work with. Work with. You got this thing, they got this thing. We do our things together, yet separately, and we do not down talk each other. We do not talk crazy about each other. Partner up, then we move out. We circle around, we partner up with somebody else, and we move out. Not all this. Let me be up under this person. Let me push it up under this. No. That's not what it is anymore. That's not what the world is. That's not what the internet is. That's not what anything is anymore. This whole let me be up under this person. It's, hey, let me go learn from this. Let me talk to this person. Let me learn something. Go out and do my own thing. Now, if you're doing something to learn, that's fine. I know a lot of artists and people that are in certain situations, even with bigger companies, that are learning and taking the information for their own, but they're not coming out saying, those people aren't coming out saying all kind of bad stuff about the company. They may say, I don't like certain things, and that's understandable. Like if you don't like certain things, but that's not what we see. We see whole fallouts because folks can't do the right thing and they can't treat people correctly. So no, we should not all be up under concrete, and I'm not using y'all names because y'all did anything wrong. The ones I'm not getting in, and if you did, that ain't none of my business. If you did, that's none of my business. I ain't getting into that. That's between y'all. We up under concrete or Godhood or Akachi Comics or Concept Moon or Black Sands or Saturday AM or North Seas. No, we should not all be there. For the ones that need to be there, they will be there. For the ones that's right for it, it's right for it. But this whole thing we pushing, we ought to all come together. No. There is rarely a time when Black folks should all come together. I'm saying it. There's rarely a time where Black folks should just all be together. What we need to do is act like we got sense with each other. So across the board, it's, hey, there's that one over there. There's this one over here. There's that one over here. There's that business over there. There's this business over here. And there's that business over here. You don't go into, for instance, doing business. And that's another thing. I'll talk about this later, but excuse me. A lot of people treat this like y'all don't treat this like a business. Y'all don't treat this like a business, but I'll talk about this later. But you don't go into other people's businesses like I remember there's this place, and there's a Chinese food place in California. It's not like the most amazing. It's just something I grew up with, and it has, the regular old mall style Chinese food. You know what I'm saying? Love it to death. Love it. Always loved it. And I remember somebody asking, was like, "Hey man, how you cook this? Why don't you tell me how to cook this? I'm gonna learn how to cook it." The Asian man behind was like, no. You come here. He's like, you come here. You don't learn how to. He said, he's like, you don't learn how. No. You come here and eat. You come here and eat. And I was like, my man, I ain't mad at you. One of the family members made a restaurant and went somewhere else. And they didn't have the same name and they weren't really connected like that. But even when you go in between them, they'd be like, oh, yeah, you're going to, I stay here or I'm whatever. It's like, oh, yeah, you should still go over there. You go to the dentist and stuff. Or I worked in the engineering company. One of his engineers, he was like, yeah, I was having problems with my teeth or something. He was like, oh, my sister handles all that stuff. You should go talk to her. And I go and she did the work and everything. She was fine. I went to her consistently. She was cool. And then it was like, she knew another person that was like a dentist. Same thing. She was like, oh, well, I don't really do this. So go over here to this person. Same, another dentist and stuff. She recommends me to go over here to this person. No, we shouldn't all be up under one place. No. We don't get that. We ought to all come together and be up under one. No. I need you to build your business and make your business strong. Because if I can come to you or I can send somebody to you, that helps you and it helps me. It makes me look good because I'm like, yo, I done sent this person to somebody that's doing their job and they're on their business and I got them what they needed. And it makes you look good because it makes us all, because you gave that person what they needed. Also, money-wise, we need to be able to help each other money-wise, because if I get knocked off the board, I can come to somebody else and be like, hey, can you help me out? And they can help me out. Or even I can do something over there for a little bit and then hop back out. But this whole where we all up under one spot and then one person get knocked off, like, do we pay attention? Like, a lot of y'all pay attention and like hip hop music and all this other stuff and everything. But it's like, do we actually pay attention to what happened to most of these people when it came to like these so-called like dynasties in hip hop music and everything? It was like most of the people that did the stuff where they hopped in and out were fine. A lot of other people, it didn't go well for them. So like with Death Row, NWA happened, everything messed up with Heller and stuff. Cube was like, okay, I'm out. For whatever. I'm not gonna go into the reasons. I'm out. Well, actually, I will a little bit. You're not paying us right. I'm out. I'm going to do my own thing. They get messed up. The rest of the NWA members get messed up. Dre goes off to Death Row and everything. But the whole time, Cube was off doing his own thing. Building himself up, building up everything himself. And the wild thing is like, even going to Death Row, the people, only one that made it out after everything happened, because Cube was before that. After it was Dre. And then Dre even had to go through some more mess over there at Death Row and stuff. But Cube is still doing his own thing. And he'd pop in, help out with some other stuff, pop out. Pop in, do some video, do a song with Dre and stuff, hop out. Pop in, do something with this person, hop out. Even Ice-T was doing stuff here and there, like, I ain't gonna rock with Heller. I'll pop in and work with somebody a little bit, and I'm back doing my own thing. I'll pop in, do my own thing. Dre and them and everybody went up. But then when stuff started getting bad for Death Row, started getting bad for everybody. It was good when it was good, but then it got bad. And when it was bad, it was bad. And just messing up and leaving people out and screwing them all over to where it's like, okay, this ain't what it is. Same thing with like Rockefeller and everything. It's like everybody, we are Jay, we this and that with Jay and Jay. And then stuff goes, when it's good, it's good. And then stuff goes sour, it's messed up, and only a few. Shit. Only two. Like after that, only two. I'd say Kanye and Jay. After that, everybody else just blah. And man, I was gonna say Cam, but even after that, it was kind of like, it was kind of, and I like Cam. So you don't need to be up under one banner. I need you, random person. If you're thinking about doing, I need you to build your stuff and you do your thing and you get everything you can together and you keep being strong. So when you have your group of people that like you and trust you, you can help me and you can send me to them and I can send you to somebody else or I can send you to mine and we keep going and we support each other financially. We share each other's stuff. We say good things about each other. And when people want certain things, I do it at cons all the time. Like I'm not the dude. A lot of y'all do this. I'm not the dude that don't believe in competition. I fully believe in competition. I'm not going to talk down on nobody. Competition don't mean I talk down on somebody. I've been competing in jiu-jitsu, MMA, and all kinds of stuff forever. Never was I like, man, this person ain't shit. Man, I know that person, he ain't shit. He gonna look at that. Look at him. He's small and stupid. Look at him. You just think he whatever because he's big. No, competition don't mean you talk down to nobody. Competition means you bring your best to the table, you put it out there, and you let the chips fall where they may. With you doing your best in the planning and the testing that you've done. And if it falls on your side, you improve and get better. If it don't fall on your side, you improve and get better. That's it. I fully believe in competing. This is business. I'm not going to tell y'all, like in the day and age we live in, everybody can get theirs, but I'm not going to tell you that everybody is going to get theirs. I'm not going to lie to you. Everybody can do good. No, you can't. It takes time and dedication to do that. It takes you knowing yourself and knowing what you're going to stand on and not letting these other people bust you up over your head to make you think you something that you're not and slowing you down to where you like, I'm not going to do it. So I fully believe in competition. But what that also means for me, when I'm at cons or whatever, I'm doing my best to sell because somebody might buy something from somebody else and they ain't got no more money. So I'm doing my best. But here's the thing also. If I'm telling this person, yo, I got this, I got Boy Beast, this story of this young man, he loses his father, he has all of these powers, and he's trying to learn how to use his powers. TJ is trying to learn how to use his powers before this main antagonist comes and takes his, because he has the ability to take it, even though TJ doesn't know what's going on. This guy is coming to steal his powers. This random antagonist is coming to steal his power, and he has to learn how to use them before it gets to him. Well, what is this? Well, it's this. Well, it's that. Well, it's like a mix between X-Men and Naruto with werewolves. Werewolves are my favorite. And they be like, oh, yeah, that's cool. That's cool. And they be like, nah. I'm looking, do you have something like this? Or is it horror-based? Or is this like, it got a little bit of that, but it's mainly fast-paced action. Blah, 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 right? And if they be like, no, I'm looking for something more like this. Or if they start talking and like, oh, I like this. Or I like more stuff historical or more stuff with Dragon Ball, whatever the case may be. The first thing, if I'm at a con and I know that person is, even if I'm not, I'm like, well, online you can look up Concept Moon. Online you can look up Evolutionize. Online you can look up Concrete because they do this. Or you can look up my man TJ. You can look him up. You can look up my man Tariq, and he has this. Or you can look at Swag Patrol. Or you can look at this. Or you can look at my man Greg's the Sunstormers. You can look at, there's so many. You can look up Tuskegee. You pointed out, I'm competing. But if I can't help the person with what I have, then I point them to somebody that can. It doesn't just end there where I'm like, oh, all right then. If you're looking for this, go to this person next to me. Oh, if I'm in a, and if I'm physically there and they're physically there, it's like, oh, go over there. That table over there, they have more of what you're looking for. That table over there, they have more of what you're looking for. Oh, you looking for LGBT? Okay, that person has more of that over there. Tell them I sent you. They got good work over there. Or you looking for more of like American superhero? This person has this over there. No, we don't need to be in the. We need to practice staying together. And as far as just like the white folks do, and just like the examples I made, hey, my sister does this. Hey, I got this friend. He does this. I don't really do this. I can, but I don't like it, or I don't feel like it. Go to this dentist over here. Same thing with comics. Hey, I don't do this. I like this and that, but go over here and work with this person. Go over here and work with this person. Go over here and buy this book. Oh, you're looking for dragons, this and that. I got it, but it's not done yet. But this person has this book over here. You're looking for more of a military style. Oh, this person got this book over here. We do not have to be up under one banner. We get strong separately and become strong together, because there's always a place for us to send somebody, because we're all doing good business and treating each other right and acting like we got some sense. What people say, it's like basically we be on code and we act like we got some sense together. So no, I'm not interested in being under one banner with y'all. I'm not interested, but I'm more than willing to help. I'm more than willing to put my money behind, and I'm more than willing to send people your way for you to get them sales, even if I don't get it. Because if I can't help the person, I just can't help the person. But if I can help the person, they buy from me, then it's still, hey, go over there and go check that person out. Go over there and go check Greg out. Go over there and go check BD out. Go over there and go check Ruben out. Go over there and check Marcel out. Go over there and check James out. Go over there and check Kenneth out. Go in there and check Keithan out. Go over there and check Sterling out. All of this, I can't see somebody like, if I see somebody with like a bunch of Pokemon stuff, I'd be a fucking asshole not to be like, hey, you like this style of stuff? Go check out my man Sterling over there at this comic book. Or if he ain't here, go check out Sterling Cartoons online and check out D Spirits. I don't have to be up under him to push his work. I don't have to be all in line. And I'm up under here, and this gonna be great, and he gonna make me. No, he not gonna do nothing. He got his own stuff. At this level, he got his own stuff he has to actively work on. Y'all all have your own stuff you have to actively work on. None of us are in no position to be just handing out deals like that. Like, we really aren't. We really aren't. And then when it don't, like I said, when it don't go the way you want to, because none of us are really in that position like that. And I could be wrong. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. But I'm not about to count nobody's pocket, so I'm gonna just treat it as such. We're not in the position to do that. So when it goes wrong, then we mad at them. Then we talking down on them. Then we talking crazy about them. Nah, I ain't with it. So no. Nah. We don't all need to be up under one banner. Get strong by yourself and help the other people get to where they got to be, and be a pillar for when somebody gonna need some help. But that could just be me all the time. Unity is not uniform. Different crews for different jobs and different tools for different jobs. Do your job with what you got. Nobody else ain't gonna get you over like that. They got their own stuff to focus on. Work together and then go back to doing your own thing. Come together to get something done and go back to doing your own thing. Come together to get something done, go back to doing your own thing. And we don't talk crazy about each other, especially public. We don't talk crazy about each other. But then again, this is just me. This is just my philosophy and my morals and what I stand on. You ain't got to do it. You ain't got to do shit. You ain't got to do none of it. So, hey, but that's what I got, y'all. That's what I got. I don't think we need to be all. I think we should support and help the one that's out in front. Let them do whatever, and then go off to keep doing our thing, and then they reach back and do whatever. They reach back and bring folks up. It is what it is. So, as always, I'll holler at y'all later. Go to akachicomics.com, get the books, sign up for SableCon. I have some more stuff coming up and everything, and hopefully I'll be showing my face around a lot of y'all, and a lot more and stuff. And I have some other stuff planned this year that I'm gonna try to get done and do. But yeah, man, doing all that is doing the cons and doing whatever. I also, before I get out of here, I want y'all to know that my whole process and my whole goal with Akachi Comics is basically, I was looking at the video of, I think it was One Piece. It was a clip. I'll probably share it on my Facebook or something. I'll find it. Maybe. I might not find it again if I can find it. And I was looking at they were showing out with I think it was the One Piece movie, that art, that was like, they were showing out. I was like, man, this does not look like One Piece. I was showing out. And that is my whole goal. Like, going back to what BD was talking about, my whole goal is to make, you can call it whatever you want to, but my whole goal is to make over-the-top anime style or manga style or comic animation, whatever, with Black characters for Black folks to see. Not to make say palette swap characters. I want my characters or original Black characters to get that same treatment that One Piece is getting with the art and everything, so that you could see it on screen. That's why I make the animations, the animangas and stuff that I make to start out with. That's my whole plan. And my whole plan is to put a team together to get it done. It's going to happen. I don't know when, but it's going to happen. And so that's what I'm on. I don't know if that's what y'all on, but that's what I'm on. Whether it's Void Beast to Extraordinary Messiah, you're going to see some over-the-top wild stuff with these characters, one of these, or if it's Souls of Chaos with Thema, or any other number of different ones. You don't see it. And I hope I see it with some of these other characters, some of these other comics and stuff as well. So that's my whole plan. Go to akachicomics.com, support, sign up for the SableCon May 20th and 21st in Knightdale, North Carolina. And if you ain't coming, still just share it. You see the videos for it, share it. You can go on any of my social media, you can share it, talk it up, all that stuff. As always, I'm going to share y'all stuff. I ain't going to be out here talking crazy about you. That's what we need to do. Let's treat each other right and do the right thing by each other and recommend each other. I won't talk about y'all. Nothing bad, unless I'm coming directly to you or something. But especially in public, we ain't gonna do that. But anyway, I've been stayed on here talking more. I will holler at y'all later. Go to akachicomics.com.